10 of the world's most beautiful islands. Number 10. Milos, Greece. Pale rock meets sapphire water on Milos, a tiny island at the southwestern tip of the Greek Cyclades. This is where the famed Venus de Milo was discovered in 1820, and the island, like the statue, does spectacular justice to the ancient goddess of love. Whitewashed houses with blue shutters mirror the island's natural color scheme, and the coast has eroded into a wonderland of arches, coves, and white sand beaches that invite discovery. The Kleftiko caves, which you can reach only by water, are amazing. Number 9. Bartolomé, Ecuador. A wilderness preserve that's among the Galapagos' most beautiful islands, Bartolomé is a jewel-tone setting for charismatic penguins, skittering crabs, and marine iguanas. The bald summit of Pinnacle Rock looks out across pale beaches and blue-green water, their colors offset by the coal-black lava flow at Sullivan Bay. It's not possible to overnight on Bartolomé, which is named for a friend of the naturalist Charles Darwin, but the island is just a day trip away from Santa Cruz, the Galapagos' main base for visitors. Number 8. Fregate, Seychelles. Lapped by the Indian Ocean in a dozen hues, Fregate is a taste of the Seychelles at their dreamiest. Wild landscapes still thrive on the private island, which is a haven from the Seychelles' more developed shores. Giant Aldabra tortoises saunter through the understory here, while 2 species of sea turtles crawl ashore to lay their eggs. Granite cliffs swerve for the breakers, giving way to powdery beaches. Once Macaro can be turned into a perfectly private getaway. A beach-occupied sign dangles from a nearby palm tree, inviting visitors to reserve the picture-perfect cove for themselves. Number 7. St. Lucia, Lesser Antilles. Bright painted houses are strewn like confetti across St. Lucia's steeply pitched slopes, which veer from rocky summits to the Caribbean shoreline. A matched set of volcanic peaks, the Pitons, are the spectacular centerpiece of this beautiful island. Lush forest at the base of the mountains, which are part of a UNESCO World Heritage Site, give way to miniaturized elfin woodlands at higher elevations. Here, look for fairy-sized hummingbirds, delicate ferns, and trails shrouded in mist. Number 6. Jura, Scotland. Scotland's wild and wind-scoured Inner Hebrides splinter into a maze of rocky isles. And with bare summits and clear-flowing streams, Jura is among the most beautiful islands in the archipelago. Walking trails ramble through mountains home to native red deer, while golden eagles and sea eagles wheel overhead. It's a magnificent landscape that's drawn generations of adventurers and escapists. For lovers of Scotch whiskey, however, the famed Isle of Jura distillery is a pilgrimage place for heavily peated single malt made in towering copper pot stills. Number 5. Komodo Island, Indonesia. From a lipstick pink beach to free-roaming lizards, Komodo Island is a topsy-turvy tropical paradise pulled straight from a fever dream. Here, thorny savanna rolls towards a shoreline lapped by crystalline water, dramatically varied ecosystems that provide shelter for oddball wildlife. The island's most famous residents are Komodo dragons, slow-moving creatures with sharp teeth and deadly venom. Coral reefs are a spectacular habitat for pygmy seahorses and the surreal-looking blue-ring octopus, and lucky divers might spot Omura's whales or rare dugongs, marine mammals that spend their days grazing on sea grass. Number 4. Senja Island, Norway. High mountains swoop toward indigo water off Senja Island, a show-stopping destination in a country with more than 50,000 beautiful islands. Round-the-clock sunshine washes the lush slopes in summer, and winter brings a flickering display of northern lights. In the island's historic fishing villages, bright painted wooden buildings cluster between slopes and shore. From the rocky summits of Anderdalen National Park to deep, ice-chilled fjords, Senja Island is a dramatic stage for the natural beauty of the Arctic. Number 3. Emoria, French Polynesia. A fringing reef wraps the island of Emoria in a sheltered embrace, creating a creamy blue lagoon that's a natural playground for swimming and snorkeling. But it's a dramatic backdrop of jungle mountains that make Emoria one of the most beautiful islands on Earth. The summits rise from the forest like jagged stone teeth, a rugged contrast to the paradise scenes at the water's edge. Number 2. Palawan, Philippines. Protected within the UNESCO-listed Palawan Biosphere Reserve, the island of Palawan is a gorgeous haven of pale sand and clear water. Rugged cliffs and mangroves are scenic foils for Palawan's many secret beaches, from the coves of El Nido to this exclusive paradise getaway. But the island's most remarkable hiding place might be in Puerto Princesa Subterranean River National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site where an underground river slips through a maze of limestone caverns. Number 1. Kaua'i, United States. With a red-hot origin story as an active volcano, Kaua'i's lava tubes are just the start of the island's searing beauty. Native forest here provides habitat for bird species that only live in the Hawaiian Islands, and a trip into the wilderness reveals hanging valleys and towering waterfalls above crystal-clear freshwater pools. The most spectacular wilderness on Hawaii's Garden Island flanks the Napali coast, which intrepid hikers can reach via a challenging trail known as one of America's toughest walks.